Hello friends, I'm back again with another tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll be guiding you step by step 3 different easy way to create a bootable USB drive. It's a Windows 10 bootable USB drive. So I'll be guiding you with three different successful steps. So following this tutorial, I guarantee you guys you will be successfully able to create a Windows 10 bootable USB drive and it will be working. So 3 different uses. The first method is Rufus, and the second method is the media creation tool, and third method is the CMD method. So 3 different methods you can follow in this tutorial. One the either method will be definitely helpful for you guys. So you can use any one of these 3 methods. You can create a successful bootable USB flash drive that's gonna be working for you guys. So most of the guys will not tell you that your BIOS version is UEFI or legacy. So one thing that you need to note in the very beginning before creating a bootable USB flash drive for Windows 10, that your BIOS version is legacy or UEFI. So what you guys gonna do, press Windows plus R key together in your keyboard and you'll see this run. This will open this run. In the run box, you have to type msinfo32 and press OK. That will open this system information. You just have to click on this system summary. Now you can check on the right side. You'll see inside system summary. You just have to scroll it, and on the right side somewhere you will see BIOS mode is UEFI. In some you'll see the BIOS mode is legacy. So when BIOS mode is UEFI, you have to format your USB flash drive using FAT32. Okay guys, you can see in some system you will see the BIOS mode is legacy. So if it is a legacy, you have to format it using NTFS, fs equals to NTFS. So this method is so quick and easy. So you can see it's a software Rufus. So you can create a bootable USB flash through this software by the help of this software. So what you guys gonna do, you just open the source and you can download the Rufus download, or you can download the Rufus for Windows 10 or Linux. So you can visit the web, you can see Windows, Linux. So visit the web and you can download the software. It's very simple and easy. Download the software. Once you download, give a right click in it and run as an administrator. Or just give a double click on it and click on yes, and it will open the software. Now here you have option to start. It is grayed out. You have to choose your pen drive. My pen drive, F drive 8 GB, and then you can select the operating system. It's in desktop. I can select the operating system. So guys, I'd like to tell you, you can see it's Windows 10. You have to download it. Download always it from the trusted site or the official website. And once you download the software, Windows 10, you just have to select the Windows 10. Says ISO file I have downloaded. You just have to select over here. So everything, just leave it as it is. Everything should be as it is. Now you can select the file system as a FAT32 or a NTFS. If your I've told you in the beginning itself, if your BIOS version is UEFI, you have to select FAT32. If your BIOS version is legacy, you can choose NTFS. Now you have to run it. So you can see here it is a quick format. So leave it as it is. Let me hide it, and here it is a start. So when you drop down icon, so you don't have it not visible. So close this, and here is a start. So start creating. So it's some kinds of warning. Okay, if your pen drive is not empty, all the data in the pen drive will be erased. So click on OK, not a problem. Let it erase. Now you can see it is deleting all the stuff in a pen drive, and it will create a USB bootable drive. So it might take some time. Give a moment. Okay guys, you can see it's ready. Now you can close it and you can check it out. You can see the pen drive is all the way ready to use. So you can boot all the devices. This bootable pen drive is ready. With this bootable pen drive, you can boot almost all the devices which got our BIOS version is UEFI. So you can use this bootable pen drive and insert into any PC where the BIOS version is UEFI, and you can just install the Windows. Let's say in the beginning itself I have shown you how to check the BIOS version, and if the BIOS version of the system is legacy, you have to make just small changes in it. So instead of GPT, you have to change this GPT into MBR, and you can see it will be automatically changed. Before it was GPT and UEFI and FAT32 if the BIOS version is UEFI. If the BIOS version is legacy, it should be MBR, BIOS and NTFS. It will automatically change. If not changed, you can change it to NTFS. So MBR, BIOS and NTFS. If BIOS version is legacy, so you have to make these changes before you make a bootable pen drive. So in the beginning itself I guided you how do you check the BIOS version. The another way to check the BIOS version is you have to enter the BIOS setup. So in order to create it for the legacy, again you have to start, or you have to insert another pen drive, or you have to format the same pen drive and then start and create the same pen drive for a Windows 10 system which has got the BIOS version as a legacy. So the another way, let me show you the another way how do you check the BIOS version. Let's say you are not being able to log in into your PC and you want to check the BIOS version. So I'm going to restart the PC and I'm going to tap F2 key continuously in my keyboard. F2 key. So there are different brand laptop. If F2 key do not work, you can follow the link in the video description how you enter the BIOS. For the different brand laptop there might be a different key, so I've left a link in the video description how do you enter the BIOS menu or the BIOS setting. Okay guys, you can see inside this over here, it's a setting, it's a boot sequence. So inside boot sequence, so in general inside boot sequence you can see UEFI. So UEFI is ticked. So your BIOS version is UEFI, and there are different settings in the different BIOS. So check it in a different folder. Somewhere you'll see boot sequence, and whether you'll see it will be mentioned whether it is a UEFI or the legacy. So if it is, you can check even from here whether your BIOS version is a UEFI or a legacy. So in case if you would like to change from UEFI to legacy, let's say if you want to try, if your pen drive is you have created a bootable USB drive for a legacy and you want to boot, and your pen drive is you don't have another pen drive with a legacy bootable pen drive. So what you guys gonna do, even you can change UEFI to legacy. So here's a secure boot. You're gonna select the secure boot. It's a secure boot enable. So it's enabled. You have to just uncheck this box. You have to disable it. Click on yes to disable it, and then after. So I'm not going to disable it now. If you want to change to legacy, you just have to click on yes, and it will be disabled. So I'll not do it now. I just wanted to show you. And again, you go back to the boot sequence, and it will be. You can just change it now from UEFI to legacy. So here it is, the advanced boot option. You can enable the legacy option for ROM. So you cannot enable it now. So in order to enable it now, I have told you, you just have to, you can see legacy option not allowed for secure boot is enabled. So you just have to disable the secure boot first. Secure boot, you can disable it, and then after you can go to the advanced boot option and you can enable the legacy option. And you'll see your legacy option will be available over here. Then you can try, even if your pen drive is for the legacy, you can just try if your pen drive is made a bootable Windows 10 pen drive with a legacy option. Okay guys, in this method, it's a media creation tool. So this is a software that will help you create a bootable drive. bootable USB flash drive. So what do? You have to open the search, and on search you have to type, it's a media creation tool and Windows 10. Always download it from the official website. It's a download Windows 10 text image, and it's a media creation tool. You'll find it over here. So click on it. So as soon as you click, you're gonna see this, create a Windows 10 installation media. You can download the tool. And now give a right click on it and run as an administrator. You can see you can run as an administrator, or else you just give a double click on it. Click on yes. Make sure USB drive one that you want to, USB flash drive one that you want to create a bootable is inserted into your PC. You can see getting a few things ready. It will take some time. So here it is. You have to accept it. So it has a two different function. You need to create the second one, USB flash drive, DVD or ISO. So choose this and click on next. You can choose the language and all and click on next. Whether you want USB or you want to burn ISO files. So you need a USB flash drive. So you're going to choose this and click on next. So it will automatically detect your removable USB drive or a DVD. So currently you can see F drive, it's my pen drive. It's detected. If it do not detect, maybe you have to remove the pen drive and insert it again and try again. So select it and click on next. You can see it is in process, 0%. Okay guys, you can see 84% completed. So give some time, it take some time, and 100% will be completed. When it is done with 100%, click on next and you'll get a message here that it's ready, and you finish it, and then you can use your pen drive to boot. Sometime you may get any kinds of error, so try it again, or restart your PC and try it again, or maybe there are some other causes and issue. So this is the way how you can use the media creation tool to create a USB flash drive, so bootable flash drive. So give a moment to complete, click on next and you'll finish it and you can use it. So insert your bootable drive into your PC. Sorry guys, USB drive, one that you want to create, a bootable drive. So insert that into your PC. So just give a right click on the start icon in your PC and then open the command prompt as an admin. It's gonna ask you for the permission. Click on yes. Once you have inserted your pen drive, you're gonna make a note of letter. So my pen drive is in drive G letter. You may be D, F or something else. So make a note of it. Mine is G drive. You make a note of yours. Mine is G drive. Now what you guys gonna do? At first you have to type. You can see it is over here. All the steps. Dix part. So type over here. It's a Dix part. And press enter key. This will open the Dix part. You can see now you're inside Dix part. You're gonna type list Dix. Is the second one. It's a list Dix and press enter key. Yes, sorry guys. Over here you have to type list Dix and press enter key. This will list all the Dix. Now you can see all the Dix listed over here. There are three different Dix. One is 931 GB, another is 238 GB, and this one is my pen drive. I can recognize it. It's a Dix 2. So obviously you can recognize it. So it is Dix 2. Now you're gonna type select Dix. Here it is. That's the third command. So in place of EX, mine is Dix 2. you're gonna type select disk 2 and press enter key. Now you can see disk 2 is now the selected disk. So your disk might be different than 2. If it is 0, if it is 1, so type yours. I mentioned X over here, so mine is disk 2. Why did I select disk 2? Because mine is disk 2. Over here, disk 2 is pen drive. So your might be different than 2, so you have to select your one. If it is 0, if it is 1, if it is 4, whatever is yours, you have to select your pen drive. Whether it is in disk 0 or disk 1, disk 2, you have to choose that number. Select disk 2. Now, the next command you need to type is clean and press enter key. Now you can see disk part succeeded in cleaning the disk. So next command you need to type is clean. Just type clean. Now the next command you need to type is create partition primary. You can see over here create partition primary. Create partition primary and press enter key. You can see you need to format a disk CF before you use it. Okay, you can if you get any kinds of message like this, just format it. It's a quick format. I've told you whether if it is legacy, if it is UEFI, I've shown you in the beginning, if your BIOS is UEFI, you need to select FAT32. If your BIOS is legacy, you need to choose NTFS. So mine was UEFI, so I'll choose FAT32. Make a quick format over here and close it. So you can see disk part succeeded in creating a specified partition. Alright, now next thing, you just have to select partition 1. So you might not get the message I got to format. If you get the message to format, you can do it. Maybe your pen drive is already a bootable drive or in a different condition. And if you do not get that message, just proceed to the next step. You can say select partition 1. Select partition 1 is the next command you need to type. So partition 1 is now the selected partition. Now next command is format fs is equal to ntfs quick or format fs is equal to fat32 quick. In what condition you need to use NTFS and FAT32, I told you. So you need to use FAT32 when your BIOS is UEFI. I've shown you the BIOS version is mine UEFI, so I'll choose FAT32. If BIOS version is legacy, format FS is equal to NTFS quick you have to do. Now you have to press enter key. You can see 0% completed. You just have to give a time to complete it. It takes some time. You can see it's completed. Now you just have to type active and press enter key. The selected disk is not a fixed MRB disk. The active command can only be used on a fixed MRB disk. So you get the message like this because you can see I formatted using FAT32 because mine BIOS is UEFI. So when BIOS is UEFI, you get the message like this. So just neglect it, and finally at the last you have to type exit. So exit it, press enter key to exit. Now it's leaving the disk part. Now what you guys gonna do? You can see this Windows 10. It's good you download it from its official web. So download the Windows 10 from the official. You can just go to the search and you can download it. It's good to search for the Windows 10 you're looking for, and always visit the official web to download the Windows 10 so that you don't get any kinds of viruses and everything. So lots of Windows 10 you download from unofficial sites will be corrupted. So whichever site you trust, your official website or any site you trust, you can download the Windows 10 and you can copy it. And you just have to paste it. So this is my USB drive. You can paste it to the root. You not make any folder, just paste it over here. Just give a moment to paste. Okay guys, you can see all the file copied successfully. Now pen drive is ready to use. Now you can use it to boot your device. You can boot the device. You can check it out. And so we have created this bootable drive. It's a Windows 10 for UEFI. So if your BIOS version is UEFI, you can boot your PC with this bootable pen drive. And in the beginning I was telling that G drive is my pen drive. Actually it's not G drive, it's F drive. So you have to paste the file in a F. So I pasted the file in a F drive. So make sure you recognize your pen drive properly. Otherwise you paste file somewhere else in some other drive and you create a bootable drive some other drive. So don't do that mistake. So I mistakenly told you that G drive is my pen drive. Actually it's F drive, it's a pen drive. And I pasted my file all in the F drive. Actually F drive only I created as a bootable drive. So this is the step you can follow to create a bootable pen drive through CMD. And if you like this tutorial, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe and comment. I'll catch you in the next tutorial with another great stuff. Have a good day.